Danganronpa is a good example.
There's a warm corner in the back. You can have a blanket, but there will be nothing to eat.
Danganronpa is like Persona, but without actually having any gameplay in it. Because the characters have more lines. Because the characters have more lines to say at once. No, you just you split them up, similar in how you split them up in a movie. I'm not sure how to explain it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're a kind man.
Danganronpa has a whole lot
When
of
I
text,
woke
yes.
up that morning,
But you will
I
see
was
when you
alone.
play it someday.
I hoped
Or
that
when I
Richard
play
had
it.
risen early,
As a
maybe to
trance
go to
such.
the castle. I left to search for him right away.
If you were to add a bit of gameplay to Danganronpa, it wouldn't be too different from games like Persona and so on. And the thing is, if they had taken a bit of more of this approach instead of just, you know, frozen pictures, then it would be closer to this as well. So this game could actually have been exactly that, like that visual novel. If all of this had been frozen pictures and then just characters popping up on each side, like in a Disgaea game or like in a visual novel, then you would have it. Then that would have been exactly the same thing. So that's the biggest difference. Is that in here it actually feels like you are in a world. While in a visual novel, it doesn't really feel like it. But does that really make such a big difference? Or is not what I call a defining feature from a visual novel? I just say that it's like the Japanese or Asian visual novels who are just executing it badly. You know, they will go transition away from those frozen images more into an actual believable game world eventually, and these people have done it, and it feels so good.
That old man had quite a bit of fight in him, I heard. They whipped him for days. And when it was over, he just asked for a mug of wine. Didn't beg, but asked, "Hurry up, I'm thirsty." Like it was some kind of feast or something. Makes you wish he was still on our side.
That is one side,
What a
is
shame.
that I can see since I dig down into games, genres and so on, I tend to see what the genre could be, or the ideal, you know, the future of kind of like, if people make these games like this today, I can see that, yeah, but next year it might look like this instead. Hehe.
You heard me, now move along.
Get out of my way, guard. Every citizen has the right to petition the king.
Well, who
But the
knows?
poorer sort are generally not foolish enough to exercise that right.
What are you saying?
You're talking to the son of the Earl of Shiring. I'm his daughter.
Ooh.
If you don't let us pass, we'll have you locked away and make you rot in a dungeon.
Like your father, you mean?
What? You know where he is?
Of course. And you should too, if you're who you say you are. He's in the jail right here in the castle.
How do we get there?
Go left before the gate and cross the yard. You'll need to talk to the jailer, though. His name is Odo, and he's got deep pockets.
Deep pockets.
Well, you lower sort cannot expect any favors for nothing. Better get used to it if you want to survive. Now, clear the way. There are people who want to see the king.
I could have done this on my own.
Just like you could have run away on your own without telling me anything.
Shh, hush, Ellie. The people are watching us.
How's
But
your
yeah.
ear?
It's pounding like a drum. I'm sorry. I thought I
The
could
best
talk
part-
to the king before you woke. You did so much yesterday. I didn't want to wake you. Please.
The boundaries
cross.
between a visual novel and a game are getting more muddier with the years because of how much more storytelling we want to add. But also
It's all
gameplay and
right.
so on. And
You
that
were
makes
just
me happy.
trying to help. Oh, don't give me that look.
Sorry. Shall we go and see father now?
Yes.
Because that is kind of like how I want story-based games to be like. You know, either they focus on being a movie, or they focus on of being a visual novel style. Then sure, then you have some games who focus on gameplay. And that is cool as well. But for story-based games, I think this one does it good.
I know them.
This is all such nonsense. Maud as queen. What was the old man thinking?
I believe he just got too comfortable with King Henry.
Because then you will have something, oh, what to call them? Yeah, I think the best way to call them would be visual novels or game novels. You know, you have book form, you have the movies, but then you have the game novels. Hehe.
Did you like what you saw, mistress?
Of course not. But my husband seems to be in good health. I hope it'll stay that way.
And then making
I
visual
hope
novels.
so too, but you know, nowadays good food is
Definitely.
just so hard to come by. Oh, you're so kind. That'll help to keep him fed for a while, surely.
Take good care of him. I'll be at the market.
Will do. Good business, mistress.
What are you staring at?
Your ear. You should take better care of yourself.
What was that all about?
I don't know, but we have our own problems. So come on. Are you the jailer?
Your humble servant. What is it?
We're here to see our father. He is the Earl of Shiring.
Is he? Look like just plain Bartholomew to me.
So he's here.
Look at us when we're talking to you.
How much have you got?
We've nothing. So don't bother asking for a bribe.
Then you can't see your father. Sorry.
Who was that woman?
That'll be 2 pennies.
What?
Ah, gotcha. That's Meg. Her husband tried to trick a fellow merchant out of his purse. Wasn't good at it. Now he's lost everything.
Then where does she get all her coin?
She took over his business, works as a merchant at the market. Funny that she still cares so much for him. I wouldn't.
I think it will become more like this later on.
I'll get a
Maybe
penny,
not exactly
and I'll
the
bring it
same
to you as
point
soon
and
as I
click
can.
style, you know? But
But
more
won't
like
you let us see him now?
you
just
move
for a
around
few moments?
in the world.
Get the penny first. Shouldn't be too hard. One of you must be worth something.
Well, it is a bit more content creation. I think that it is less than what most people think.
Please, let us see him now.
Sorry, can't make an exception. Each time someone wants to see someone, they have to pay. That's the rules.
But they're your rules.
Right, but that doesn't make them any less rulesy, does it? Must have been dozens so far, each one slipping me a penny. If I let you in for free, the others might think I treated them unevenly, that I am an unjust man. Can't have them think that, can I?
How is he? Just tell me that, please. Is he all right?
No, he's not. He's dying. Now get out of here.
Are you crying?
Didn't you hear what he said?
Yes, but he was lying. The last time we saw Father, he was very much alive and healthy.
Sometimes I wonder what is going on in that head of yours. So how are we going to get a penny?
We could beg.
Beggars usually ask for food or clothes. I never heard of anyone giving them money.
Well, how do people get money?
The king gets money from taxes, lords have rents, priests have tithes, shopkeepers have something to sell, craftsmen get wages, and peasants don't need money because they have fields.
Apprentices get wages too. So do labourers.
We could work.
But Ali, I can't work like a common man. I'm the son of an earl.
Not anymore,
Not
Richard.
anymore. You heard what the jailer said. We're no better than anyone else now.
$32, $33, $34. You sure this is right?
Don't patronise me, Meg.
I just want to be certain.
See? You've
I could
nothing
use
to
a new
worry
pouch,
about.
but
Your
no.
business will be
We
in
just
good
need to
hands.
find out where to go.
Let me see yesterday's list again.
All right.
Isn't that the lady who robbed? Oh,
Excuse me,
I
mistress.
think it is.
Oh, I've seen you before.
Well, see you not,
You're going to see someone in the jail, right? It's the only explanation why they'd let you enter the courtyard dressed like that.
That wasn't very nice.
What is it?
The jailer refused to let us see our father unless we paid him. Could you offer us some work?
Do you even know what business I'm in?
Wool. This is a wool stall, isn't it?
And what do wool merchants do?
Sell wool?
No. Well, yes, in the end we do, but first we buy it from the peasants. The peasants bring the wool and the Flemish take it away. All I have to do is store and transport it and get the prices right. And that is cheaper if it's done alone.
With some minor help from me, that is.
Could you lend us some money?
Unlikely.
What for?
We need to talk to our father.
He's a prisoner in the castle's jail.
And the jailer won't let us see him until we give him a penny.
Once you get back to him, it'll be 2 pennies at least.
What are you saying?
Once Odo sees that you really want something, he'll start overcharging for it. In the end, he's just another businessman.
At this rate, we'll never see Father.
Could you help us talk to him?
Ah, sorry, but no.
Oh, what were you doing at the jail? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
You know, my husband is a prisoner as well. He used to run this business, but he was caught selling underweight. Now I have to travel to Flanders and tell my husband's agents that they don't need to worry. Leaving my entire business in this man's hands.
A wise decision.
A man whose calculations leave a lot to be desired. I tell you what, I will give you enough to pay Odo if you help us count the fleeces inside. Do you know how to count?
I told you my calculations are right. There are 23 sacks.
Yes, We know how to count.
Then go into my stall and tell me how many there are.
Thank you so much. Come on, Richard. Let's do this together.
1, 6,
Time to do math.
9.
I didn't listen too well. What should
14.
I do?
20. All right, I got it. I'll tell you when you're done.
How many have you got?
22.
23.
Are you certain?
I think so.
Please, count again.
What?
To make sure you were right the first...
Only if you do that too, Alex.
I will.
1, 2, 8, 9, 11, 16. I'm done.
22.
So?
Still 23.
Let's tell them then.
I see 22 too.
We're done.
Good. So, tell me.
All in all, there are 22 sacks of wool in there.
Ali, are you sure?
Tell me again, Aldous. How much did you pay per sack?
As I said, for mixed quality such as this, it was £1 average.
£1 per sack?
Ah, selling wool is good business. With the coin you have here, this means...
I'm right. We're 1 sack short.
The children miscounted.
It seems everyone miscounts apart from you. Here's your coin, girl. You confirm my own calculation, so I'm giving you more than what you asked for. If you're smart, you'll find out what Odo wants more than money. Then he might not ask for so much.
What would that be?
Let's just say he likes to feel like a good person every once in a while. It makes him feel less like the monster his job has made him.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And good luck in Flanders.
He'll be all right.
You really gave them money?
I can do with my coin whatever I like, unlike you. So don't follow my example.
I won't.
Yeah, oh. I cannot talk to her.
Oh, we can't afford it. Please. Please, God.
Bummer, yeah.
We can't leave yet.
Men? What?
I once saw a man begging, asking for coin.
Huh? If it weren't for the laws of this land, we would have killed you, lady.
Please, God.
Exactly where are we supposed to go in order to get to that place where we were?
There's no one here to...
Is it here? Winchester? Yeah, here we go.
Here.
Well, that's one for you. It'll be 2 pence if your brother wants in as well.
Are you mad?
I didn't expect that from you.
Why not?
I thought you were a decent person.
Well, I am. But I'm also a very funny bloke. Was just fooling around with you. You can get in for free, of course. Have fun seeing your father.
That rat must seem delicious. Rat burger. It looks terrible.
Father?
Yeah.
Is that you, Aline?
Oh, Father. What have they done to you?
It is you. And is that tall young man my Richard?
Yes, Father.
You've grown. Have you got a beard yet?
Only just. It's still very fair.
Are you both well? How have you managed? Where have you been living? They wouldn't tell me anything about you. It was the worst of the torture.
After they took you, we lost everything.
I am sorry for what happened to you. Have you found a new home yet?
We've been living in the castle. Matthew has been taking care of us.
But you can't live there anymore. By now, the king has probably made that dumb oaf Percy Hamley the Earl. But where's Matthew? Why isn't he with you?
He died.
He was killed by the Hamleys.
No.
But they did us no harm.
Then what happened to your ear, Richard?
It's nothing but a mere scratch.
Father, we have to ask King Stephen to release you.
No. I swore an oath to King Henry. Princess Maud and her sons will rule. I shall not swear allegiance to Stephen, and neither will you, even if the other barons did. Do you hear me?
Yes, Father.
Stephen is not our king, not mine, and not yours.
Please, Father, please, calm yourself.
Father. Ali, quick, get him something to drink.
There's water here.
Give Father some.
I need something to catch the water.
But why does he do it? He's a backseater.
Hurry, Ali.
Thank you, children. When the Hamlets brought me
What
here,
type of do it? Yeah.
I hid 50 peasants on a belt under my shirt. I gave that belt to a priest.
50?
What priest?
I don't know his name. I gave him the belt and demanded that he keep it safe for you. He was near the west gate.
What about after we get the money? What should we do?
Your Aunt Edith lives in the village of Huntley, on the road to Gloucester. You are to go there. Richard, you will be a squire to her husband, Sir Simon. You will learn the arts of knighthood. Aliena, you will be lady in waiting to Aunt Edith until you marry.
What about you?
I will die in this cell.
We won't let you.
You will. And before you leave, I want you both to swear an oath.
Yeah.
We can't leave you like this.
You can, and you will. Richard, pull out your sword. Now, put your hand on the hilt, my son. Swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that you will not rest until you are Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands I ruled.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will not rest until I am Earl of Shiring and Lord of all the lands you ruled.
Now you, Aliena, swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints
Has to be guilty. Yeah,
that
same
you will
here.
take care of your brother Richard until he
True, if
has
anything.
fulfilled
Same here.
his vow.
I swear by Almighty God and Jesus Christ and all the saints that I will take care of my brother Richard until he has fulfilled his vow.
There. Now,
That music.
you need never come to this place again.
promised to rebuild what we have lost. Today, I will confess my sins, pray for my soul. Now, go.
Richard. Richard, you have to go. Guard! Open up.
Better than the music in that one game you played the other day. Definitely. Aero. So, Otome, what do you think of Pillars of the Earth so far? Now that you've seen book 1 and the beginning of book 2.
Percy Hanley.
You like it?
Whaler.
Nice.
Good morning.
Me too. But the beginning was really boring.
It's them.
Totally agree. The old priest thing was boring. Yeah.
Again, thank you for your
Yeah, the
assistance
first
in
chapter was
Kingsbridge, my
really
son.
boring.
We have to thank you. Without you, we wouldn't be here today. Right, Mother?
Of course.
But it was a good premise.
Well, don't just stand there. Walk out with me, but very calmly. We can't let them see us.
I'm liking this book more though. Yeah. I really...
Oh, children, pardon me.
Oh. Philip!
Now we're only missing one more.
Here he is.
Ali! Ali!
Those horrid people are about to talk to the king.
We knew that they would, didn't we?
Yes. Yes, we
remember the
did. Father was right. They are all tied together. The Hamleys, the king, even the church.
Do you think Father's priest is also in on this?
Well, we'll have to find him first. Then we'll know.
Ah, look at that handsome young man.
Phillips will appear
good
a
day,
lot
my
in this book, I
ladies.
think.
So well spoken. And look, he even has a battle scar. Like what you see, handsome.
You can ride 2 of us, young lord, if you can pay.
Have you seen a priest? Our father met him here at the Westgate. He owes us money.
Oh, you're talking about him.
That's where he got all that money.
What?
He even paid for Mary's dress. He didn't want to at first.
All she had to do was stroke his bald head.
Where is the priest? What's his name?
Don't know his name, but he's a regular at that one inn.
The Boar, close by the North Gate. Smells like piss there. Shall I teach you, love? How to fuck a man or a woman?
You can make a fortune with that little mouth of yours.
But in a year, you'll look like me.
Priest wants a lot of money at an inn called the Boar.
Excuse me?
Oh, more pilgrims?
How wonderful, Brother Bernardus. Does that mean we can now depart for the Cathedral of St. Swithin?
Praise be, St. Swithin will heal my foot. Oh!
And my eyes, Brother Bernardus. Praise be.
But we're not pilgrims.
We're looking for an inn called the Boar.
Oh, can you recommend it?
That's not what we came here for, brothers. I'm sorry, children. We are not from around here. We are here to visit the shrine of St. Swithin.
Surely St. Swithin will help you with your ear, my boy. Praise be. Oh! Oh! I'm so happy my foot is going to be all right.
Can you see other pilgrims already, Brother Bernardus?
Not yet, Brother Peter, not yet.
Oh, we don't want to go into the nights.
This is the place, but it looks closed.
Excuse me? We're looking for a priest who stole our money. Word is, he comes to this place regularly.
A priest? Sorry, dear children. I didn't seem to be able to recall anyone who fits that description. But that little stable boy might know. He knows everyone who comes and goes.
Oh, where can we find him?
When he's not working at the boar, he's doing small chores round town. He's always busy, the little chap. Wears a green cap. It's adorable, I tell you.
Huh.
Well, look at that.
What?
I knew we'd find you here. They're here. Damn, you lost them. William will not be pleased when he hears this.
They're totally looking in that direction. Good thing they lost us.
That's what you get when
We
you work
didn't
with
even do
half-wits.
anything.
How am I
Yeah.
supposed to move this barrel if it's twice as heavy as me?
Let me help.
Very impressive. Thank you for that. I'm always telling them, if you want me to restock your kitchen, don't let them cram the browns to the brim. So, what was it you wanted to know?
Do you know a monk who frequents the boar a lot?
The bar? I used to work there. The bar, the Lazy Mare, and 2 private kitchens. You're talking about Father Ralph. Thought the women had sucked him dry, but he always comes back with more money. But he only spends it on beer and ladies. Never has a tip for me.
Where can we find him?
He's a priest at St. Michael. One of them churches round here.
Which one is it?
It's close to the East Gate, but don't look for him inside. He likes to loiter around in his back alley.
Oh, thank you. You've been very helpful.
Pleasure. See you around.
That's them.
Uh-oh.
Don't let them get away again. Where are ya? We'll find ya.
Are you Father Ralph?
What if I am?
Does that mean yes?
I guess so. He's the only monk around.
What do you want?
Well, I am the son of Bartholomew, the Earl of Shiring.
So?
Our father gave you money for safekeeping.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What do you mean?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. Now piss off.
You're about to commit a great sin. If we don't get that money, we'll starve.
Start begging for alms then. You may not know it, but a lot of people live that way.
So you're saying there's no money?
Right.
But my father said...
Your father lied then.
No, he did not lie.
We should talk to the sheriff.
It'll be my word against the word of a jailed traitor. And now give me some peace. I'm hungry.
He's right, isn't he?
Well, if it's kind of like this.
Look at him. He's just a bitter old man. He's no match for you.
I
But
can't
he's
just
eating
rob him.
soup?
Then make him obey you. Be the one in charge. You're supposed to be an earl. Act like one.
Ali, I don't know how. People don't respect us anymore.
It's all right. I'll take care of it. We need proof that he's lying.
Like what?
Maybe something he recently purchased that a monk couldn't normally afford.
That's smart, Ali. And then?
Isn't one?
I don't know. At least we'll be sure that he's lying, right? Maybe if we expose him, he'll give in.
Are you sure?
No, but you can see the guilt eating at him already. Keep an eye on him. I'll have a look around.
First of all, it's the soup. Sadly, I think I like how they're discussing that right in front of him. Yeah, same here.
Ah, I've been freezing all day. It's too heavy.
So he bought that barrel. Did he buy the chickens as well? Oh man, he doesn't have the cash on him anymore. It says soup has expensive meat in it. He totally used the cash. Yeah. A good chunk of it. I think so too. He bought a keg of beer. This is expensive as hell. He bought some chickens as well. Bought some stuff for the fire. And then that soup. Well.
Hey!
Uh-oh.
Oh, is this yours? Oh, I didn't think a poor monk could afford something like this.
Oh, his father's money belt. The pouch is missing.
Richard, I found it. Oh no. He took all the money.
What now?
I did not expect to find a money belt below that. Okay, we have proof of this. But I'm afraid that there's no more money left.
Don't pretend you didn't see, monk. I found this under your barrel. You are a thief.
That strap proves nothing.
Oh, it
You seem
proves a
very
lot.
certain of this. Sheriff!
Hush, you stupid brats. The sheriff is a bastard. He'll take everything for himself.
But first, he'll take your hands.
Sheriff or no sheriff, you won't get your money.
Ali, this isn't going anywhere.
Well, at least we know now that he won't call for help. I'd rather not alarm anyone. No, but it's good to know that I have it.
Kick his ass? Think so too.
Where did it all go?
As nervous as he looks, he probably has it on him.
Stab the chicken?
Give us the money.
It belonged to a traitor to the crown. By giving it to me, he paid his debt to God.
No.
We will make you pay, you monster.
You wouldn't hurt a man of the church.
You're not a man of the church and
Give us the money.
It belonged to a...
We will...
You would... I warn you, I have friends nearby.
If you scream, I will show them your beer-soaked belt and tell them what a thieving liar you are.
You wouldn't harm me. He...
What?
You're a devil.
I'm going to cut out your eyes one by one. First, the left eye.
No! Oh, oh, please don't!
Where's the money?
Here, I got it on me.
Where's the rest?
Gone.
Gone where?
I spent it.
Let's take what we've got and go.
All right. I may come back one day, and then I'll collect what you owe us.
What a sloth!
You were wonderful, Ali. You scared him after death.
Yes, well, now, come on. Father wants us to find Aunt Edith.
That went well. A lot better. I thought he would scream for the sheriff.
On the road
I
to
think you would
Gloucester,
have
my
if it
feet
wasn't for the
started to
guilt.
bleed. I
Can I make
remembered a
the
cobbler who
Arla?
lived nearby in the
I
town
wish.
of Haystead who could sell us some boots. But taking the detour would cost us both money and time. The cobbler was a quiet man with little love for children. When I asked for a pair of his cheapest boots, he stared at me, trying to measure my query's worth. Then he lifted his finger and pointed at a pair that would cost us more than half of what we had. I noticed Richard staring at me as I curled my lip and politely turned down the ugly offer. Then, with my feet still bleeding, I returned to the road, aiming for a shortcut through the forest to make up for wasted time. In the afternoon, the sky darkened and the temperature dropped drastically. We considered setting up camp to allow us an opportunity to warm our worn-down feet. However, we were already running low on food and would soon need to reach our destination. Richard had been silent for a while when I offered him our last piece of bread. "Uncle Simon will make you a knight," I said. "But wouldn't I have to fight for King Stephen then?" he answered, taking a bite out of the dry crust. I watched him for a while, then turned away, wondering how difficult our lives had become and how infinitely more complicated. In the hills, there are a lot of poor, small holdings. We asked a shepherd for directions to Huntley. "It's just down the road," he answered. I thanked him and gave Richard a hopeful push.
Have you ever been in a situation where seeing a person online makes you feel bad? No. You mean on Twitch?
It's all burned and rotting. Auntie and Uncle must have left some time ago. Maybe they built their new home nearby.
Magically
Copper
shoes.
one made of stone. They always had coin enough for a stone house anyway. Maybe this isn't even the right house.
It is.
How would you know? It's been a long time since we came here with Father. These houses all look alike.
Shut up, Allie, please. They're gone. Probably killed. Whatever happened to them? We will never find out. It's over. There's no place for us to go.
At least the animals are still there. Yeah, that is good news.
Don't give up.
They're probably alive. Yeah. But they don't live here any longer. This place was abandoned. Find hope. Oh. They wouldn't just leave the animals. Go for a walk. Oh.
Oh, good day again.
Good day. Huntley is just down that road. You can't miss it.
I know. We just found out that the people we've been looking for aren't there anymore.
Oh, that's a shame.
Do you know what happened to the owners of that burned down house down the road?
It's not Simon you're looking for, is it?
Why, yes.
A while ago, some knights came to his house, nasty bunch. Burned it down, said he was part of some scheme against the king, like his brother, the Earl.
What happened to Simon and his wife?
Dunno, haven't seen any of them since.
I understand. Thank you.
They were abducted, most likely.
What are you doing?
Getting all the work done. My wife is ill, so I have to do it alone. Needs to be done by nightfall, otherwise I won't get them to Winchester tomorrow. Why are you asking?
We were supposed to live here with our uncle and aunt, but since they're gone, we need to find another way to get by.
My prayers are with you.
We could help you shear your sheep.
Nah, never let a stranger handle your flock. Besides, I have nothing to pay you with. We're penniless.
We could take the wool to Winchester for you. You could stay at home and look after your wife while we sell your stock.
No.
Well, that would be kind of you. But I couldn't trust you to negotiate the right price and bring the money back safely.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
What if I bought the wool from you? You'd get the money right now and wouldn't have to go to market anymore. And whatever more we can negotiate will be the pay for our travels.
Well, that's an interesting thought. But for that to work, you would need to buy my entire stock, and I doubt you have coin for that. Now let me get back to work. The sun will set soon.
How much for one sack? Just name your price.
£1.50.
I want to see the wool first.
All right, have a look.
Let's see. Huh. These fleeces are quite thin.
I put the cheap ones on top, in case of rain.
The ones deeper down don't look that much better.
Well, I couldn't wait for the wool to grow any thicker. My family is hungry and weak. I had to shear my sheep early this year.
All right. I can offer you £1.
That's less than what merchants in Winchester would offer.
About the sheep in the back of the house? Yeah. Sweet.
I can give you £1.60.
Nah. Well, all right. Throw me the coin. I'll finish shearing old Mabel here, then bring out the rest I've got. Maybe you also want to talk to the other shepherds around here. They might want to sell too.
Ah, all right. Thank you.
By the way, there's a man looking for you. He came by just shortly after you. I told him you went to Huntley.
What man?
Dunno. Brown scruffy hair, beard, black horse. Could be he rode right past you. That old hut is not easy to find. Shall I give him a message if he turns up again?
No.
Tell him we left Huntley for good.
I will. Now let me get those sacks for you.
I think that was the mercenary. Or William. Sounded like him.
I wonder what Richard will think of this.
What was his name? He's not a bad guy though? No, but he would take us to William.
Ali? Why is God punishing us?
And then the one who would take us to William would mean a death sentence.
We will get through this. If we came this far, we'll get even further. We just need to stay strong and be patient.
But there is nowhere for us to go.
You want to take
We're
us to William?
commoners now.
I think you
Commoners
will.
who never learned to do common work, and we both swore an oath to Father. If we don't get the Eldon back, we will go to hell.
Because who else on a black horse would be looking for us? I don't think it's the uncle.
We could become
You can
wool
probably
merchants.
convince otherwise? No. Not
What
not
do
if,
we know about
if it's a
wool?
mercenary.
We know from Meg
He's
that
loyal
a lot of
only
shepherds
to,
complain about their walk to Winchester.
He's only loyal to that family.
What if we did that for them?
And
No
what
can
about
do.
me becoming a knight?
Uncle Simon's not the only one who'd take you as a squire. If we collected enough money, we could pay another knight to teach you.
It might work.
Right? We've had some bad luck till now, but surely not everyone is a fiend. It'll take some time, but we should be able to gradually increase our income. All we need to do is have a lot of patience and pray to God.
Uh-oh.
Richard!
Lord Anthony caught me riding the horse you stole from him. He told me before I take you back, I can have some fun with you.
Come on. You have a sword.
Get away from him! Ah! Richard, are you all right?
What happened?
Oh, you're alive!
Finally, we stabbed somebody in the stream.
Why are you crying?
Because she just killed someone.
Because we are both alive.
That too.
Looking back, we'd been lucky that his bones hadn't been broken, and that his ear had healed so quickly after we had burned out the wound. Otherwise, I'm not certain my brother would have survived the attack in Huntley. Once he could walk again, we gathered the few things we had and headed out, counting our blessings and preparing to build ourselves a new life. How's your wound doing?
Don't worry, I'm fine.
May I ask what you're planning to do with all that wool?
So no one cares about the dead body in the house anymore?
Mind showing me a piece of your stock?
Well,
I'd like to establish
people
the
haven't
quality
been there
before I
yet.
make any promises.
That is kind of like, you know, out in the woods. They will notice further, and then we will be long gone.
Come on, I need to check the quality. I won't take some without your permission. I'll negotiate when...
Yes, I know. I'm trying to give it to you.
Not bad. That's quite some wool you've brought along. I hope you're not planning to set up shop here too. Meg would kill me if I let you.
We came to sell this wool to you, not to compete with you. It comes from the shepherds near Huntley. They gave it to me so they wouldn't have to come here themselves.
I see. All right. I'll give you £1 per sack for this.
What? Only £1?
Ah, that's a fair price.
No, it's not a fair price.
But I paid more for this. I'd sell at a loss.
How much did you pay?
£1.25 per sack. It was almost all I had. The rest I had to spend on the cart and the toll at the gate.
Then you let yourself be overcharged.
What?
I can't pay for your mistakes, can I? You have to handle that yourself.
Ali, let me handle this.
I think he
Your
might
money
do
would
this.
not only pay for the wool, but also fund our fight to reclaim our earldom. If you pay us more, I shall never forget that courtesy. Will greatly repay you once I'm back in charge.
That's
of
a bad
Shire.
argument.
I may even allow you sole access to our own wool production.
That's a lofty promise.
And it would hardly cost you.
So, you two are the son and daughter of the Earl of Shiring?
We are.
But you're just children.
We will make coin, and I will become a knight fighting for glory and honor until the king grants us back our noble inheritance.
That may all be very well, but I can't pay you more than what I already offered.
Then I'll prove that the wool's quality is worth the price. Just let me look at it once more.
We needed to give him some chance.
Have you thought it over?
Give me another minute to think. We've got to work out what signifies high quality.
Maybe if we remember what the shepherd said.
It's from a good breed of sheep, they said. What else?
And other wool looks greasy. Not ours.
It's dry, light and soft.
The wool is pretty strong too. It holds together well.
That's all I remember.
Yeah, me too.
So?
Some sheep produce brittle fibre, but this wool is strong. Its sheep had good, healthy lives.
It's suitable for finer and durable fabrics.
In this weather, some cartloads of wool would arrive damp. I made sure that this is dry and undamaged. It's light and easy to transport.
And customers are hesitant to buy wet wool.
Wool is often full of grease and dirt. But this batch was scoured very thoroughly. It's very clean and soft.
Even picky customers would be delighted. That is true. All right. What pricing did you have in mind?
£2 per sack.
Are you insane? That's a little too much. I'd hardly pay that much for a golden fleece.
£1.10 per sack, then.
Well, tell you what. I'll give you £1.25 for every sack. You've brought up some good arguments. Your wool is exquisite.
Of course it is.
But not a penny more. All right?
Yes, agreed. £1.25 it is.
It's still at a
Very
loss.
good. Just so you know, if my mistress gets angry, I'll have you tell her the same things you told me.
Thank you for your business.
We've done it, Ali.
Well, we've received as much as we paid. But at least I negotiated a better price.
I know why Meg likes you, Aliena. You're just as ruthless as her.
Don't be so hard on yourself. My friend, Milius, says that a good bargain needs a lot of foresight and experience.
Can I help you?
Forgive me, I didn't mean to
I
barge
agree
in,
with Phillips.
But you are the Lady Aliena of Shiring, are you not?
Yes, I am.
And I'm Lord Richard, Earl Bartholomew's son.
My name is Philip of Gwynedd. I am the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Ah, I've heard of you. You helped a lot of people after the Hamleys attacked my father's castle.
We only did what was right. I met your father.
My father knew many people. Not all of them were his allies.
I know. I'd like to invite you to come to Kingsbridge. Our own wool trade has fallen somewhat into neglect, God forgive, but we have plenty of sheep. I am sure we could come to an agreement.
You want us to be merchants?
But I sold at a loss.
You wouldn't work for me, you would work with me. I can see that you are not afraid of hard work. I don't know a single novice who would have been willing to pull a cart like that on his own. You may have made losses, but that only means there is more to learn for you. My friend, Brother Milius, would be delighted to speak with you. He always goes to markets for our priory. What do you say?
I'll consider it.
Please do consider my offer. You will be most welcome in Kingsbridge. It is the least I can do.
Thank you, Father.
But yeah,
Not much later, I found a home in Kingsbridge.
even though we sold that at last, that was the
I
first
remember when I got there,
trade that we had
there
ever
was
done.
Jack.
So that means for the next one, we know how much we can and could sell it for.
I remember you.
So while it was a
You're
loss,
the boy with no father.
a lot of experience were made.
Actually, I have two fathers now.
Is that so?
Yes.
Yay.
Tom Builder and Jack Sherberg.
This is where we
And
kind of
then
left
the
off.
days just went by. Little did I know that the best and the worst was yet to come.
Mhm. 5 years later? No, anything could. 5 years later happened. That was a long time ago.
So, you have returned from Rome, Bishop Waleran.
Yes, it was a very illuminating time.
What do you want?
The Pope was very pleased to hear how I, and you, have worked together in the past to support our king.
We did not do it for your church.
He was less pleased, however, to hear about the bargain you struck with the Prior of Kingsbridge.
Why should he care? Once and for all, we will not support you in your personal quarrels. The deal we made with the Priory of Kingsbridge has the blessing of the king.
Of course, and you would never change your mind on that matter. Tell me, has your son returned from the Holy Land yet?
We have not heard from him, ever since he set out to join that crusade of yours. If he dies, your church will be responsible.
Do not underestimate your son, Lady Hamley. That would be a great mistake.
Chapter 10. Oh boy. I think we could finish all book 2 today, actually. And then we finish book 3 tomorrow.
Not long now and you'll have a ceiling.
Wonderful. Then we will no longer have to hold our services in the crypt.
You could even begin to plan the paintings for the wooden ceiling and the walls.
Why a wooden ceiling? So the whole thing goes up in flames again?
Philip decided on that because it's cheaper. And these walls can only hold the weight of a wooden ceiling. I love you like a brother, Alfred, but the apprentice shouldn't have to tell the master craftsman things like that.
Jack, for once, focus on your work and finish it. Just for once. Or you'll stay an apprentice for the rest of your life.
Don't argue again.
Alfred is right. This is a house of God.
All right. Now, where were we? You could start planning the paintings for the ceiling if you wish.
Can we afford that at the moment? We are paying so many workers
Tom's
already.
head is pretty small.
Father Philip, Tom Builder, Alfred.
Ah, Aliena.
How are you?
I'll be moving my wool to Shiring today. The fleece fair starts tomorrow.
Ah, I almost forgot.
Milius and I have already arranged everything. We'd make much more of a profit if Percy Hamley had not raised the taxes this week.
Again?
There we go. Jonathan? Oh, Jonathan!
Jonathan, you shouldn't wander off. Stay with us.
Tom is right. You hear?
He looks like a real monk.
Omnius Pluvius, nomine Patri, Amen.
That sounds like Latin, but it's not quite right yet. We would not have to worry about this if we could sell our wool here on our market.
The king would have to grant us a license for that.
And the Hamleys wouldn't like that, I'm afraid. They want the taxes from the fair in Shiring.
Don't worry, we'll make a good profit. It's a good year. We've never moved this much wool as it is. Oh, and I have to build a new storage house.
Alfred is a master craftsman now. If you can pay him, he'll help you.
Ah, very good.
Noise.
If she hadn't a business of her own, I'd hire her to work for me.
She is something. She would make me a good wife. Hey! Hey, take that back! What? What did I say?
For the last time, stop your quarreling!
Philip, let's look at the plans again. There's a problem I have to discuss with you.
All right.
Take that back, Alfred.
Jack, leave him alone. And for once, finish your work.
And Jack, please keep an eye on Jonathan, will you?
What? Why me?
Alfred has become
Finish
such a
what,
douche.
Jack?
That chuckle.
That's how it always was. But on that day, I didn't care.
And something happened.
On that day, I was going to see Aliena.
Alien.
And I was going to tell her how I felt. And nothing and no one would stop me.
Wow.
Hey, little brother. I hope you appreciate that I look out for you.
I ate a beetle.
Don't tell Philip, all right? It's our secret. Come on, let's have fun.
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh, I can.
Tom and Philip said you can't. You have to work.
I know what they said. I was there, you know. Time to get this done.
Oh! Blasted! Damn. Slick. Quick time events! How come he's the kid? The kid? But that kid is like 5 years old now.
For some reason, I'm full of energy today. But the face, it isn't right.
Remember, Jack was that
I can
small
never get
kid
the face
before.
right.
And now,
I'm done.
back then
for
he was
now.
like
I just can't stand
7
looking
years
at it
old.
anymore.
And now he's like
Damn.
14, 15.
Watch your tongue.
I will. Damn. I need to get
Oh,
much
that
better
was the
at this.
little girl. Oh. This was, you know, the one that was born in the prologue. You know, where the mother died. It's that kid. The baby, yeah.
I can never get the expression right. That's not humility, sorrow, and dignity. He looks surprised. A surprised Corbel. Useless. I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore.
Everything all right, Jonathan? Oh. It's gone. Where did it go? There must be some kind of cavity behind that wall. The foundations and the whole crypt were part of the old cathedral. Who knows what secrets are hidden down here? Philip says he's only resting. If Adolphus ever wakes up, he'll be in for quite a surprise. He's a long way from home. I wonder if I'll ever get to see a faraway place like Cordoba. Oh, it's gone. I should hurry and go back to work.
Kingsbridge Cathedral. This place is kind of like shaping itself to be something amazing, huh?
Jonathan, don't run off.
Don't worry, he's here.
Ah, great. Thank you, Martha.
And no, I don't have time to watch him.
Oh, damn.
Oh, no. It's all broken.
It's Harry.
The sounds of the market.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack?
Maybe I should go before I buy anything.
Watch where you go, will ya? Now it's come to that. Even the monks step on my chickens.
Did you see Aliena?
Maybe she was heading home. I think she's expecting a visitor.
A visitor?
Do I hear jealousy in your voice?
I don't know what you're talking about. Aliena went home.
Could be. I know she's expecting a visitor.
Maybe I should...
Oh, before I forget, I have a message for you.
From Ellen? Yeah, I need to talk to you. I will be at a small clearing near the river.
I think Ellen wants to talk to you about Popper.
What's there to talk about? Tom doesn't believe I can be a builder.
That's not true. That's what she wants to talk about. Popper knows what you can do. He told her.
Oh, did he?
Yes. He's complicated.
He is. On days like this, you can almost get lost here. The Hamleys would be breaking the agreement we had with King Stephen.
All I know is that suddenly the quarrymaster wants us to pay steep prices for stone. And the verderer of Shoot Forest now insists we pay even more for timber. The verderer and the quarrymaster both claim that they act on orders from the Earl of Shiring. If our workers find out, they'll get nervous. And rightly so. What are you doing out here, Jack? Did you finish your corbel?
I'm done.
Why do I get the feeling that when I go and look at your Quarble, it won't be finished?
I'm doing my best, all right? If you would let me do more than just the statues.
You need to focus on the task at hand.
I can do much more than stone carving, and you know it.
We can't always get what we want.
Alfred can.
Jack, please. We have much bigger problems to solve right now. The Earl of Shiring has stopped supporting us. If we don't do anything about it, we'll have to send the workers away. We'll have to stop building the cathedral.
I will talk to Percy Hamley. And if he won't see me, I will talk to the king, or this will be the end of Kingsbridge.
Can I help you?
Yes, by doing as you're told. Do your job, and only your job. And leave Alfred alone.
This
Philip is so small.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But I can assure you that we will be...
Hey, Jonathan is... Hehe. Let's see, is this what we're looking for? No lady over here. Where's Alan? And we cannot go there. Dang, this place looks pretty beautiful, doesn't it? Even the water looks kinda nicely animated, even though they're pretty... It looked much worse before. Yeah. Now it's good.
Don't always run off, Jonathan, or I'll get in trouble with...
Aliena!
We found a lady.
Yes?
Do you mind if we sit here?
Of course not. And how are you two?
Oh, well.
Shouldn't you be working, Jack Builder?
Us? No, as it happens, my young friend here is a bit disgruntled with his superiors and needed a break.
Oh,
This is
is
awkward.
that so?
Yeah.
Maybe you'd like to come and work for me, Jonathan.
Well...
Well...
Jonathan!
He's here!
I'm coming! Jack loves you.
I was just about to ask if you think that Jonathan suspects anything.
I swear on this very Bible that I don't know what you're talking about.
Ooh, that gotta be cool.
Cold! Cold, cold, cold. Oh, I lost my Bible. Shit!
I'm sorry, but no bad deed goes unpunished.
But we haven't done anything bad. Yet.
You burned down the cathedral.
Oh, there it
My
happened.
lady.
You dangerous feral beast from the woods.
God hates me for that. He has a strange way of showing it.
Aww.
the first time when we sat here together.
You were dangling your feet in the brook, lost in thought. Just like today.
Why can't it always be like this, Jack?
I know what you mean.
I hate pretending that I don't love you.
Then don't.
Jack.
I know. Have you heard from your brother?
The war never ends, and he always needs more money. And I pay him to fight for the man who killed our father.
King Stephen, to get the earldom back from him.
Yes. But you know, I don't even want that. Everything I've built here, what we have, I have all that because I'm not my father's daughter anymore. I'm afraid that if Richard becomes Earl, I'll lose much more than the money he's wasting now.
He's not really wasting it though. But yeah.
Were you still reading the Bible?
Philip insists. I better be angry that I lost it.
Oh, don't worry. He'll still keep teaching you. I think he sees something in you.
Oh, maybe I should become a monk. Oh, but
doesn't he earn money for fighting too? Yeah, I think it does. But I also think he needs to pay a tuition.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Since he's a squire.
Say, what was that book called you told me about last time we met?
The Amores by Ovid. I've only heard about
Amores?
it. From a travelling scholar.
Romantic.
The title sounds promising.
Yeah, but maybe it's not as interesting as we think.
Let's find out.
I'll ask around Kingsbridge and see what I can find.
All right.
Amores. Either Latin or kind of like Spanish, something like that.
Your father meant well. I'm sure he did.
Did he? He never loved anyone. Not even my mother. It was not my fault we lost the earldom. It's not my responsibility.
Yeah,
How could Father make me swear that oath? Did you fight with Tom again?
Tom always takes Alfred's side.
Well, he is Alfred's father. He worries about him. It was the same with Richard.
If Tom's worried about Alfred, then why is he always telling me off?
Because you are the clever one. He probably worries about Alfred.
Hey, it's not my fault that he's a bit slow in the head.
Exactly. Tom thinks you should know better.
Maybe.
Don't be cross with Tom. I think he wishes Alfred was more capable than he really is. He wants Alfred to be his successor, after all.
Well, perhaps he could be if he only put his mind to it. I mean, even I could do it.
I'm sure you could.
But who would want to build a cathedral anyway?
Ooh. Who would want to build a cathedral anyway? Tom would.
You know, back in the forest, my mother made up the rules herself. But they all made sense somehow. Here, everything is... It's complicated.
I know. Rules everywhere. Why is it that Tom can't tell Philip that Jonathan is his son? He's so happy when he's around Jonathan.
Tom's rules. And Philip's, probably. Tom believes he has lost the right to be Jonathan's father, as he gave up on him when he was born. That's what Martha said. And what about us? When will we tell other people about us?
I guess when we're ready to play by their rules.
Or they by ours.
I guess.
It's like stone carving.
Is it?
You know, when I first look at a piece of stone, I start to imagine what it could become. Corbels, squirrels. It's like I can already see them. But it's only when you work on it that you learn what you can and you can't do with it. If you do this, the stone will break, and if you do that, it will look great.
Oh, we will tell people about us when we're sure it won't break anything.
Right.
I bet only good stone can be used for the pillars, right? Because they carry all the weight.
Exactly.
That's why Tom and Philip keep nagging you. They want the best for you and for themselves, which is you.
If you say so.
I know so. I want the same.
One day we'll tell everyone everything about us, Ali. All of them.
Maybe not everything, Jack Builder.
Oh. What's going on?
We better go and find out.
Everyone, calm down.
What happened at the quarry?
Listen.
Dollars came, huh?
Yes, there was an incident.
He caved
Our
in.
friend Otto Blackface was hurt at the quarry.
What happened?
The Earl of Shiring had his men stop us from taking stone from the quarries and timber from the forest.
Oh no.
Why? Why would Percy Hamley do that?
Bishop.
All we know is what his men told us. That the Earl of Shiring will not support the construction of Kingsbridge Cathedral anymore.
What are we gonna do now?
I will ride to Shiring myself and I will talk to Percy Hamley.
Who?
That's all
Yeah.
good and well.
Ah, Otto.
But how are we supposed to
I don't know.
continue working without stone and timber? I want to be paid before you run out of money.
I need to feed my family. Calm down. You heard the Prior. He will talk to the Earl himself.
And I'd planned ahead for a day like this. You will be paid soon. And there will be plenty of work for at least
Really?
another month. For all of you.
Isn't that...
I trust
I
Tom.
we see right now, I think. Ooh, negative?
And I trust our Prior.
I will prepare everything immediately.
I'll be with you in a moment.
What if the Earl won't listen to Philip?
No,
I
positive.
need to talk to Philip.
Where could that be?
See me later at my house, all right?
Is it Egypt?
What about the book we wanted to look for?
Not now. I think I can help here.
I'll find the book.
We will sort this out. And now, back to work. This cathedral won't build itself. And you, Jack, watch Jonathan.
Oh, what again?
Otome, would you want minus 25 degrees? Minus 25 degrees. That's almost 50 degrees difference. Imagine that is 50 degrees colder than we are now. I am tempted to say yes, but I know that if I actually got that, I would regret it. You would. You can live in in
take
30
back what you said before.
in 31 degrees. Yes. 35, I know it's painful. It's
What?
really painful.
What did I say?
Oh, come on. You know what you said.
About Aliena? Why would you care if I take her as a wife?
You don't get it, do you?
I could just stay indoors. Yep. That is one way. But imagine going
looking for
outside,
someone?
taking a bus,
I'm supposed to bring this bread to Arcanta.
standing out there waiting for
He's
it to come.
spending the day up there on the roof of the cathedral. But how am I ever going to make it all the way up there?
Ah, afraid of heights, hmm? But do you want me to go?
No. I'll make it. I just need time.
I'm done for now. I just can't stand looking at it anymore.
I will go outside in full armor then. Yep, you have to.
Hey.
So where is the scripture place? Where is the scriptorium?
Who does he think he is? He's got it coming. I will do everything in my power to make sure you are paid.
I know that you showed us mercy before when we had to flee from Earl's Castle. My husband has worked here ever since, and we would like to be close to Our Lady Aliena, but we have no choice.
Oh, Mary.
The same goes for us, Mary. We all owe Philip much.
I trust you, Father, but I risk my neck up there every day. My wife is right. If you can't pay, we'll have to move on.
Kingsbridge is our home. I don't want to leave.
Let me think of something. Maybe there's a way we can pay your workers early, Philip.
But selling the wool at the fleece fair will take at least a couple of days.
I'm sorry, but me and the other workers can't wait that long. Not now that everything is so unsure.
Trust me, Philip. I'll think of something.
Why do they have to leave so
Jack.
early? If
I saw your corbel. You did good work, Jack.
I mean, if they can't wait a few days, then they already want to leave to begin with, and they just want some cash
I want it to be
for the
perfect.
trip.
None of this is ours.
Doing the carvings
I don't
is the
understand
only
the
job we
logic.
didn't give Alfred to screw up.
We should be thankful of the work we're allowed to do. And in our work, we must be thorough and steadfast.
Thankful for what we are allowed to do. You are the one who wouldn't settle for less than a cathedral. You could have had other work, but no. For months, you remained steadfast, no matter the cost. When are you going to tell Jonathan about what happened in the forest? Ah, shouldn't have said that about Jonathan. Damn it.
Where is the scriptorium? Is it here?
Good day, my ladies.
If it isn't handsome Jack.
Are they making wine?
Have you come by to help, eh?
Not really.
Didn't think so. After a day, your hands start bleeding. Piss and salt in the water will do that.
Piss?
Only way to get the grease and dirt from the wall.
Oh.
We can use a coin, but there's only so much pain you can take. Sooner or later, Aliena will have to look someplace else for fullers.
I will find a way to help you with your hands.
Well, it's a start. Then maybe you should get back to work as well.
I'm just taking a break, all right?
They were the prostitutes. How did they go from being horse to this? They came to this place and then they were assigned a job, I wager. Where's the scriptorium? This is scriptorium up here. I'm not sure exactly where the scriptorium is.
Brother Paul.
And that is little Jack. You see, he never paid the bridge toll when he came here. Sometimes you must show clemency and let those in need pass into our town without asking for coin.
I'll remember your words, Brother Paul.
He's teaching the novice about the bridge and the toll. I better not disturb them.
Let's ask Martha.
Oh, hello again. Didn't you want to talk to Aliena?
Maybe. So, how's business? All well?
More and more people keep coming here. Yesterday, there were 24 merchants from Shiring alone.
You exhausted?
Pretty much. But the Priory made a lot of money. Seems the Earl just raised the taxes at his market, so they all came here instead. Now they've all returned to Shiring for the Fleece Fair.
Is the Earl asking lower taxes at the Fleece Fair?
On the contrary, from what the merchants told me, it's even worse. So they all have to trade their wool there, including Aliena and the Prior. But you need a license to do a Fleece Fair, and only Shiring has one.
Do you want to buy some of this fine cloth, Jonathan?
Great idea. I could make you a red robe, or a blue one.
No.
No, that would be silly now, wouldn't it? What is the colour that monks wear?
Brown and black and grey.
How do you get along with Alfred?
He usually only talks to me when he wants me to cook for him.
Why would you keep cooking for him?
He doesn't have a wife. And he's my brother.
I wouldn't ask you to cook for me. Jonathan wouldn't either, and he's your brother too.
Jack, no one's supposed to know.
Don't worry, he's a little monk. He is everyone's brother. I need to go.
See you around, Jack.
Ah, here we go. Scriptorium. Or am I in the right place now? Aha, chapter house. Come on, it's locked. Okay. Oh. I think we found the scriptorium. Yes! We found it! Rebby!
You drunk bastard! You pushy fat oaf!
Don't be distracted by what is going on outside.
No surprise, Remigius.
The two have been quarreling the whole
Is the old
morning.
man who died is still around?
I wonder what their problem
Maybe.
is. Hmm? What?
He might be
are you
dead. He
doing
was
in the
quite old.
scriptorium?
I wanted to have a look at your books.
Is that so? Everyone, listen up. Is the work of a scribe not to copy text and scripture?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
And is it not the task of illuminators to illuminate these texts with pictures and color?
It is, Sir Prior Remigius.
Is Sir Prior
Yes,
Remigius.
Sir Prior.
Yes, Sir Prior Remigius.
What is your point, Remy?
And what do you think is the work of Jack, the apprentice of Tom Builder?
Oh, okay, I see. He wants us to
Working
leave.
on the construction site.
Carving statues and ornaments,
building
I think.
things.
I'm not exactly sure what it is either. But it is not distracting our scribes and illuminators. I do not know what Prior Philip sees in you, Jack. Now, go back to your work and do not disturb us again.
No, don't leave. Ah.
Shut up! You shut up!
And you, don't be distracted.
No,
Sir
Sir
Prior
Prior
Remigius.
Remigius.
Get up! The mortar won't mix itself.
What's the problem?
The mortar won't complain if it has to wait until I'm done with me break. I'm taking me well-deserved break.
Well deserved. You deserve a good kicking, you lazy drunk.
Better a drunk than a bearded bastard. Come on then, kick me. Show me what you got.
Please, this is leading nowhere. Think for a moment what other people would do.
What?
Who?
Tom Builder.
Now he's a hard worker, isn't he?
True, he's a hard worker, that he is. But also the man knows how to take a break. And he knows when to give others room for a break.
This is not your break.
You've been taking a shit for half a day and used up yours. Now don't you start and ruin mine too.
Oh, wow. Look at them go.
When I take a break, you take one too.
Has your wife been cooking again, eh?
How dare you! Go drink yourself to death!
Alfred Builder.
Oh, he's a good example. He's a master builder now.
But he likes his beer, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does. But he's always sober when he's working.
Always. You know, maybe I should be a bit more like Alfred Builder.
Me too.
You have got to be kidding me.
Well then, back to work.
No! I'm not done with me break yet.
Alfred Builder would know when his break is up.
Alfred Builder would know when to shut the hell up.
I doubt he would.
Well, the mortar won't, but I will.
Oh, yes? Did I complain when you disappeared for the better part of the morning?
That's none of your business.
I think I know who might be a shining inspiration for both of you.
Can't.
Oh, yes. No, he's not. And there's my problem, right? Get up and push. Philip would.
No, he wouldn't. A break is like a Sunday. It's a sin to work on us.
Well, that's true.
It's not a sun,
But it's my break.
I think we
The
found it.
sub-prior.
Oh, don't get me started on Sub-Prior Remigius.
Okay. This will make him mad.
He is a hard-working man.
He is. And don't you doubt it. What? That he is a Who? Sub-Prior Remigius, you fool!
What? How dare they? How dare you? Shouting in the cemetery like heathens!
But
Silence! Do you have any idea how hard the work of a sub-prior is? How much devotion and painful work it takes to teach our novices, our monks? And you dare call me a fool?
We didn't!
Silence, I say! I will think of a way to make you two understand the kind of behavior I expect in this priory.
I think they'll be busy for a while.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
place
this
our
is good. Now we can get inside and look at the books.
There are many I've not read. Most of them, actually.
Ah, Jack. I knew you'd
Worth
be
it.
back.
Totally.
Just be careful that Remigius doesn't see you.
But Philip said I'm welcome to read and study here.
Not while we're working. Remigius insisted.
I'll try to be quick. If only I had more time to read. If only I had more time to read.
Oh, come on. Let's just find the Amores. Okay, let's just...
I'm looking for a book by Ovid.
Oh, we saw some in Shiring and in Winchester.
There are also a few copies in Salisbury, I believe. Which ones are you looking for?
The Amores?
Have you heard of that?
Everyone has read it.
That was one of the copies in Winchester, I think. Did you read it?
Me?
Ah, he's blushing.
I don't remember.
He did.
It must be like Gamasutra.
A page or two.
Oh, he
Sounds
read
like
the
the
entire
right book,
thing.
And Winchester's not far. I should tell Ali what I found out. What is it that you're working on?
I'm copying pages of the book Prior Philip wrote. We finished the original last year.
I didn't know he wrote a book.
It is probably a romance book.
Not many know
Oh,
of it.
okay.
The content is...
Yeah, Amores sounds like...
He's critical of
like,
the church and
Amores,
bishops.
doesn't that mean
After his
romance?
experience with Bishop
Something like
Wainwright,
that.
he studied about what he calls Judicia Cleri.
Judicia Cleri? The judgments of the clergy?
Yes. In the past, there were many cruel tests that were made to discover whether a man was guilty or not. The Lord was to judge them.
It should mean
These
something like
ordeals were
love.
called
Amores
Judicium Dei,
is
the
love.
judgment of
Right.
God. Some had to hold burning iron in their bare hands. Others were drowned. Some were burned on the pyre. And if they were innocent, God would save them.
There'd be no martyrs if that were true. Even Adolphus would have been saved.
Yes. God works in mysterious ways. The Prior wants these horrible ordeals to become a thing of the past, for cruelty only leads to more cruelty.
But I heard of miracles.
That is true.
Saints that survive burnings.
True. However, Prior Philip believes these were not judgments of God, but judgments of the clergy.
Judicia Cleri.
Yes! Stories and fake ordeals to redeem friends and allies of the clergy.
Fake miracles? By the church? Ooh, that sounds like Philip is asking for trouble. Whoever is accused of fakery and heresy will not be likely to respond well to that.
But we believe Philip is right.
This is the second millennium. We must finally learn from past mistakes.
We take you in.
You better not get too close.
This is how you thank us.
Okay. I'm not too sure here. I cannot see any objectives any longer, so I wonder. What are we supposed to do now? I don't see anything. Are we supposed to go to Winchester to get the book? Oh, don't forget to save. Yeah. Sounds like a good time to save. This game should all talk with Alien again. Yeah, we could go and do that. Okay, we cannot go there. Also, the Fuller's hands we need to deal with, but well, whatever. I couldn't find anything about healing them.
Come on, Jonathan. Let's tell Ali what I found out.
That's a big cat. Oh, wait. It seemed to be a big cat. I thought it
Ranulph
was...
of Chester and his half-brother stole Lincoln Castle from Stephen.
Oh, Richard?
At least this is a chance for us to take it back.
For us? Who is us? The whole of England is strangled by new taxes and torn apart by this senseless quarrelling.
Senseless quarrelling? You still think I'm just playing around?
No.
No.
I put my life at risk, Ali, for you and me. This isn't a game.
I know that.
Do you? It's an honor to be one of the King's Knights.
Richard has become an asshole.
Costs a lot of money.
Oh, now you broke it, Jonathan.
There's someone at the door. I'll be right back.
Is this a road? Probably because Aliena wants to cut a cast, and Richard
way.
doesn't like that.
Jack.
Hey.
So,
Yes.
what brings you here?
Do you have a visitor?
Yes.
Are you jealous?
Everything all right there?
Yes, it will just take a minute. Sorry, but my brother is waiting. He has to ride back to Shiring soon.
Ah, I see. All right. I just wanted to tell you that I found out about the book.
What book? Oh, Ovid. You were still looking for that.
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. It just feels like there are so many problems right now at the construction site. That reminds me. could you tell Philip that I've come up with an idea how he can pay the workers?
Oh. How?
I'll buy up all of his wool and sell it on the fleece fair myself. But I need to go to Shiring first and get the money.
All right. I'll tell him. By the way, they have a copy of the Amores in Winchester.
Oh? I think I know someone who might be able to get it. But first we need to make sure Philip gets his money and talks to Percy.
At least, yeah.
Percy Hamley, the Earl.
Percy Hamley, the fat oaf.
Congratulations! Everybody heard you.
So what? They're all bastards.
I think I should be going.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. See you later, Jack?
Of course.
Bastards.
You're gonna have to forget that word really quick, little brother.
So for them, you've got money, Ali?
So you were eavesdropping on me. Great. That deal with Philip will help them and us, Richard.
Robert of Gloucester is advancing on Lincoln as we speak.
Lincoln?
Tomorrow we will ride from Shiring.
Probably some other Lincoln.
And what I need from you is money for a new sword and a gambeson.
Gambeson?
And I want my shield painted in Stephen's colours.
Is this leading anywhere, Richard? You've been doing this for years now, and has the king ever considered making you Earl of Shiring?
Not yet. But I fought side by side with him before. He knows my name, Ali.
Oh, all right. I will meet you in Shiring, and I'll bring the money.
But the sword shouldn't... Richard is a fool, yeah. It doesn't seem like Richard is trying to... I mean... what should we... This is actually the first time where it is like...
Father Philip.
Oh.
Yes? Aliena says you can pay your workers.
Oh,
she
right.
has enough money to buy up all the Priory's wool and sell it in Shiring. And that way, you get your money earlier.
Really?
But you have to accompany her to Shiring. She has to fetch the money first.
The sooner the better. I have to talk to Percy Hamley anyway. Thank you, Jack. Now you better get back to work. Tom wanted to talk to you.
Talking to Percy could be a problem in itself.
Yeah, if I talk to Tom now, he'll insist I stay at the construction site and work. Am I really done out here?
Jack!
What?
Come here, please.
Hey, for stream. Yeah, take care, Otome. And have a good night.
You wanted to finish your Corbel, and I let you. Sub-Prior Remy just told me you disturbed the monks in the scriptorium.
Philip told me to practice reading.
The Bible, not the kind of book you were looking for. Then you go and waste your time in the cemetery and the market, and chatting to the Fullers.
I wanted to help them.
You should have been working instead. Don't you know how close we are to shutting down the construction? If I'd not planned ahead, it would all be over now. But how am I to plan ahead if I can't rely on you, Jack?
What? Watch out!
Whoa. Are you all right?
Yes.
Up here!
Hey, hurry up, quick!
What's going on here?
Your son thinks I dropped the stones.
You were the one who pulled them up, weren't you?
Of course. That is my job.
He was probably angry because he might not get paid.
Alfred, stop it.
What?
Peter.
Cantor.
What happened?
I'm not sure. But there was a monk. He was wearing a black robe. And when he saw me looking at him, he ran away. Maybe it was him.
A black robe? Are you saying this was my fault?
No, no. I'm sure I didn't recognize him. He wasn't from here.
No. Peter dropped the stone and doesn't want to admit it.
I assure you, a monk would never do such a thing. I saw a monk in black, in the market.
Oh, did you? I was there too when you were. Tell us, what did he do when you saw him?
I don't remember.
Oh, that's helpful.
Hey, at least I'm trying.
Jack, take the rest of the day off. I don't want you two to get into another fight.
What about the monk?
We don't know that there was a monk.
Accidents happen. We'll check all the ropes to make sure there won't be another one.
There's an assassin out either, most likely against Tom. And the Cantor is most likely involved.
Excuse me, Philip? Philip?
I'm sorry.
Is everything all right?
I was just thinking about my brother. What is it?
Aliena is ready to go to Shiring with you.
Then I must not keep her waiting. As we rode, Aliena expressed relief that Percy Hamley held court in Shiring Town during the Fleece Fair, and not in her father's castle. I had not yet confessed to Aliena that I blamed myself for her father's fate. I felt the guilt and shame starting to rise when we came to a large group of peasants looking as desperate as the refugees that had come from Earl's Castle back then.
Philip stopped to talk to the peasants, and so did I. Of course, he couldn't pass by people in need of help. Not even when he was on his way to try and save Kingsbridge from another attack by the Hamleys. Two of the peasants broke into tears and begged for food. Philip was mortified as they grabbed the hem of his robe and pleaded for mercy. They said they were from Wigley. They had illegally erected a mill and hadn't paid taxes to the Earl of Shiring for grinding flour. I bit my lip when they mentioned the title that used to belong to my father. As punishment, the Earl had destroyed their mill. Philip seemed unsure what to say about Percy Hamley's punishment for these peasants.
Destroying the mill is bad.
I was less hesitant. I asked why they'd built an illegal mill. The peasants told us that milling taxes had doubled in their village. The peasants shouted and cried that the Earl had also burnt their fields, destroyed their houses, and taken their livestock from them. A few of them had even been killed. Philip told them to go to Kingsbridge for food. As we rode on, he said nothing. Maybe he had begun to lose hope that he would ever solve his problems with the Earl in Shiring.
I had never trusted the Hamleys, but it seemed I had grown careless over the years. They had thus far kept their word to King Stephen, but now I felt I should have known that they would eventually break it. As I was thinking these grim thoughts, we passed by a gallows with 2 men dangling by their necks. An old woman stood by one of the corpses and snarled at us.
Oh boy.
The old woman looked at us like a cornered animal. Philip demanded to know what had happened. She cackled and shook her head. She continued looking through the dead men's clothes. She'd already taken off their shoes and found a couple of coins on one of the corpses. Only now I realized that someone had tied foxtails to the corpses. Their hands had been cut off and their faces were burnt.
Hands cut off sounds like thieves, but the foxtails. Poachers?
I asked with a stern voice what had happened to the men. The old woman cackled and said that they had played with fire. When Philip asked that she should, by God, answer my question, she became serious. She told him that these men were poachers caught by the Earl's men hunting in his forests.
Hunters.
Philip rode on, and when I caught up with him, I could see that now, more than ever, he was determined to talk to Percy Hamley.
Yes.
Aliena rode by my side without knowing that I had long been responsible for her family's fate. Ever since I had made the mistake of trusting Waylaran by God. I felt like a fly in a cobweb. Every move I made seemed to lead to further calamities. But then I heard Aliena as she sped past me. "Shiring," she exclaimed.
You did the best finisher or Corbel. Chapter 11. It's kinda getting late. I think we will stop here for tonight.
This is him.
Once
A
we're
face
done,
like that never
done with
changes.
this one.
If anyone can get you an audience with the Earl, it's Sheriff Eustace.
I hope
I need to
Percy
do some
Hamley will
exercise,
show
go
more
out walk,
understanding with us
then we will
than he
most
did
likely
with the
call
people
it
of
for
Wigley.
tonight.
I'm concerned what kind of man Percy
Then we will
Hamley must have
continue more
become
tomorrow.
to kill people for
After
mere
lunch,
poaching.
I think.
Good day, Sheriff. I must talk to the Earl. It's a legal matter of utmost urgency.
Get in line, monk.
Are they all waiting to see him?
What did you expect on court day, monk?
I fear this is going to take a while.
I'll go look for Richard. Seeing that he's going into battle, he needs equipment.
In the meantime, let's hope I can persuade the Earl to rethink this breach of our agreement.
I'll talk to Meg about the sales of the Priory's wool as well. We will find a way to keep the cathedral's construction going, Philip, with or without the stone and timber they took from us.
We must.
Okay. Oh, cannot say it. There we go. Alright, let's stop here for tonight. Okay, it's been awesome, everyone. I wish you have a good night or have a good day. We will continue more with the book 2 tomorrow. Finish it off and begin on book 3. And yeah, take care and see you around. It's been awesome. And be back tomorrow. Bye bye. Take care. Peace.